Hey guys, it's Haley and Marco, and we're doing a guy advice segment today, backed by popular demand. We're talking about how to not be stuck in the friend zone.
We've all been in a situation where it's like, oh man, I'm totally like crushing on this girl, but she's dating some other dude, and if only she knew like how awesome and cool I was on the inside or whatever. Today we're gonna teach you how to not get friend zoned. The first thing I would say is make it clear that you're interested.
I think that most of the time men don't really make it very clear.
You can't go wrong with like, hey, we should go out sometime.
But if a guy is gonna ask you out, should he say, we should go out sometime, or hey, let's hang out? Because sometimes when a guy's like, let's hang out, I'm like, oh yeah, we're just friends, we're just hanging out.
It's all in the wordage. The way that you word a sentence can mean the difference between let's hang out and play video games and order pizza just as friends, or let's go out on a date.
But you're telling them that they should say, let's go on a date.
Yeah.
But they're probably afraid. You guys are afraid to say that.
You don't have to go and say, let's go on a date. You can say, hey, we should go out sometime. That way, that gives the girl a chance to respond to you, to let you know exactly what's going on with her in a way where you get all the information that you need about what her status is.
Do you think people can be too clear about their intentions? I was at this party and this guy was like, we should totally hang out and do something. And then I told him at one point like, oh, I'm dating someone, and he was like, I was like, yeah, but we should totally have lunch sometime. He's like, no, I'm good. So if I ever like break up with that guy and then I'm single again, I'm never gonna give you the time of day because you didn't even want to be my friend.
Here's where we may disagree on something. I think that guy did the right thing. Guys, don't ever settle for the waiting list. Don't ever settle for the waiting list.
I don't know, sometimes it's not a bad place to be.
Let's say you start to develop feelings for somebody that you have become friends with.
That you're already friends with?
That you've already been friends with.
I think what you should do maybe to start out is to suggest hanging out one-on-one, so you're not in like that big friend group that you usually hang out in, and then maybe see if you have more in common like one-on-one.
That's one of those things where you got to put the feelers out and you've got to test the waters. Currently, right now, I have been friends with somebody for a long time who I think is super cute and is really fun, and I really enjoy spending time with her. But right now, the approach I'm taking is the ball is in her court.
How's this going for you so far?
If she makes the it's going well. It's going well.
Okay.
It's not one of those ultimatum things where it's like, if you don't want to be with me, then I'm never gonna hang out.
I'm not gonna be your friend anymore.
I'm not gonna hang out with you anymore. That's super immature, and nobody likes that person.
So what happens if it doesn't work out with her? Do you go like date her best friend?
My point there is like, don't cut off a friend just because you know you can't get what you want. Think outside the box a little bit. You'd be surprised how much attention you can get just by changing up how like you dress. I think it's really cool when somebody wears like a superhero t-shirt with like a blazer or like a, you know, because then you're looking cool, and at the same time you're also flaunting the geek inside. And then all of a sudden you go from the couch potato gamer to the super hip geeky guy. This is all work. Trust me, it's a lot. It's
oh, you poor guys, I'm sorry.
It takes some time, and it's gonna take some effort.
So much to win us over.
The point of this is, if you're worried that you're gonna get stuck in the friend zone, or if you've been getting stuck in the friend zone and you want to switch it up, there are a few things that you can do that will just completely change things around. Definitely state your intentions. Definitely
be creative.
Be creative and change it up.
So if you guys have any other questions, Marco and I will be back next week with more advice for you guys. Just leave some comments in the comment section below and let us know what you want us to talk about next time. We are all advice for you guys. All right, we'll see you guys later.
All right,
bye.
take it easy.